Hey, wowzers. Well, it's about midnight here in Colorado Springs. I'm at the I.S.S.N, and for those of you who don't know, my name is David Morin, and this is a Get More in Fitness blog about the International Society on Sports Nutrition. It's an annual event, and there's some brilliant minds, doctors, formulators, different companies, all sports nutrition oriented, sports science oriented. A lot of the information, vast amount of information covered this weekend. It was fantastic. It's just, it's extraordinary to be a part of something like this because, I was sent here on behalf of Diamondized Nutrition. Dr. Rob Wildman and Sean Wells were here in attendance, and I have to say that God bless these scientists, because I don't have the fucking patience to prove that any of this stuff works beyond my subjective opinion. Because for me, I'm the type of person that I look at the information intuitively. I know that for me, nature works. I believe heavily in juicing vegetables and fruits. Never has there been a time where we've been able to expose ourselves on a repetitive basis to a vast amount of nutrients that are alive, and the enzymes are intact, and all the nutrients are bioavailable. And when you throw down a big juice of kale, ginger, and apple, man, it feels fantastic. So that's the intuitive belief that I've had for a long time, and of course I've looked at some scientific data to support it. But now more than ever, you got these brilliant minds, and they're looking at things like citrulline malate, which is rich in, it's found in natural sources like watermelon and celery. And these things, they enhance nitric oxide. So citrulline is converted in the body to nitric oxide, which of course is what causes vasodilation. And the bottom line is that means peak performance. That means peak recovery. That means there's a lot of physiological effects from higher nitric oxide in the body, so that are positive for athletes. So I just wanted to really just discuss kind of like the opportunity everyone has, instead of wondering, I'm on this fitness journey, or I'm just starting out, and if you're in need of literature or information to support your journey, because a lot of times that's what happens to people. They start training, and then if they don't take the time to gather information about what it is that they're doing to support their efforts, then they're just gonna fucking quit. And energy never dies, it only changes form. So if you're into reforming your energy based on your free will and your efforts to perfect yourself and through discipline, then gathering all of the scientific research that's available from all of these scientific minds is essential to establish yourself with not only with the actions that you feel like, damn man, I'm feeling so unhealthy, I got to do something with my life, but now the information is available to support every day your efforts to continue. And then of course with that information, you're able to educate others along the way. So that is how this spreads like a virus. And not a virus in regards to damaging human immune function or anything like that, not in the conventional sense, but the inherent quality of the seed and the germination and the whole proliferation of information as you educate and expand your consciousness and awareness about something and how it affects you and how it benefits you. You have to gather more research about it. So I encourage everyone to continue learning about supplements and about food and diet and exercise and training, because it's never has there ever been an opportunity to create such change in your life as there is now. The power of social media, the power of the internet, the power of the mediums in which we transmit and receive information have changed so vastly in the last 10, 15 years, man. We've got to start utilizing this more effectively with some ethics, with some morality, with some type of proper conduct, Because in that regard, technology is just going to amplify what's pre-existing. And if we're going to sit there and waste our time and flip the channels and be a fucking zombie, then guess what? How dare we, take a lackadaisic bullshit attitude when we've had, millions and millions of years of successfully lived lives and successful adaptations to changing environments. In the wild, we never second-guessed our existence. We just adapted and overcame and survived. So, here we are now, where we can create the ultimate workouts. We can do superset, deadlifts and bench press and jump rope and hitting a heavy bag all in one workout. These workout protocols are insane, and we can do this stuff. And at the same time, we can also have this, these recovery cocktails of juice or, highly concentrated nutrients available in liquid form that's easily assimilated by the body and very much bioavailable and very much precise in providing the ingredients to recover and to build muscle and to lose fat. Come on, guys, get with the fucking program. It's like, okay, yeah, there's a bunch of people out there with six packs and there's a bunch of people out there in shape, and that's great, because that's what we want to see. But don't rub it in everybody's face thinking that you're better than somebody else. The real journey is not about what's seen so much as it is the effects of what the knowledge and how you acquiring the knowledge through your labors and gathering the research to support your labors in turn creates the journey and the expression and the maturity and the embodiment and the personality and the persona of someone who has empowerment over oneself. That's what this whole obesity thing was back in the 70s, where these studies were published about fat being the enemy. Of course, that created the obesity epidemic where now everybody's diabetic in the world. And of course, now we're fucking wake up, America, man. We got to get back into this thing, full force. And that starts with each and every individual. You got to be accountable. The accountability, it comes down to you making every single decision that supports some sense of independence and self-empowerment, some sense of freedom. Freedom is nothing but a chemical released by the brain based on your perceptions of your reality. That's what feelings are. So if you want to feel free, you better do what it takes to feel free while you have the chance. Don't sit there and make excuses, because guess what? Excuses are useless, first of all. And second of all, there's just too much fun to be had. It's like, you know what excuses do, but you don't know what taking action does. And once you find out how good taking action and taking control of your life and doing things that are going to cause vast amounts of change that you're really not aware of because you've never done it, and once you start getting a taste of that, that's what I'm talking about. That's what this whole thing is about, man. It's not about the muscles, although, they're kind of nice. They're nice to have, that's confidence or whatever, but that's just an illusion. Okay? Get it through your fucking heads. That's just an illusion. That's a byproduct. That's not the desired goal, but that's the process. That's the evidence of what's happened here. One of the great topics was, of course, muscle tissue was just seen by science as basically an amino acid bank or a glycogen bank. The body will convert amino acids to glycogen if there's no food available to feed the brain. The bottom line is that it starts here. Okay? So, if you're in starvation fasting mode, your body's gonna, it's gonna waste all the muscle, because that's, it's like an ounce of flesh is worth, or a pound of flesh is worth an ounce of wisdom. That's the expression, right? Well, think about that. Sacrifice. you're thinking about being comfortable right now. You're thinking about, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But you know what? That's just your doubts. Those are just your insecurities and your doubts. And I'm not better than anybody else, but I'm trying. And that's all you can do. You can exert your free will over yourself. You can make choices in your life. You can take action. You can have discipline, because once you realize that all of this is subject to free will, and that once you've adjusted your mind and made that choice, then all of a sudden the acquisition of things isn't as important as the adventure of being able to manipulate your environment around you and sacrifice things to get what's next. And the proposition of what's next is unknown, and don't be afraid to let go of what's known to attain what's unknown, because it's just going to lead to the next great thing. So, I was subject to a lot of things that I didn't know, and I was reacquainted with a lot of information this weekend. I'm very grateful to have spent some time here. Just in closing, just to remind you that life is short, and you got to take control of your life, and because life is a precious thing, and it's relative to how much you put into it. It's a gift that keeps on giving. And you can't worry about the past, you can't worry about the future, but if you're willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to be in the now, then you'll not only be at a perspective in which all things can be revealed to you, you'll be at that point in which when one door closes and another one opens simultaneously, you'll be stepping into and creating and manifesting what it is that you truly desire in the moment. Because nothing will be holding you back from the past, and nothing will be keeping you hung in anticipation about the future, because the now is the insertion into the future. So have confidence in that, and start making the right decisions, make the right choices, and then you'll start to see the adventure unfold before your eyes. And that right there, my friends, that is worth it all. It's worth it all. So everybody's thinking, it's about the six packs. No, it's not about that. That's just a byproduct. It's about free will. It's about freedom. It's about life. Are you willing to lay down and sacrifice today for what you can have? Freedom. Taste it. Feel it. Know it. Be it. Share it. Respect it. It's about making the right choice. Choose your life. So this is David Morin with Get More in Fitness. I'm signing off here at the I.S.S.N, International Society of Sports Nutrition seminar here in Colorado Springs. God bless everyone that's out there that's worried about where they're going to sleep tonight. And let's get America back on track. Let's get the world. Let's set this thing afire. Things can get hotter. We can push it. We can push it farther than we ever have before. And there's something that we're special right now in this time. Human beings can do anything together, unified with one cause and one aim. And that's my hope for everybody, to get together, and just support each other. This is what it's all about. Let's just support each other and push each other to the limits, because there are none. So let's find out. Let's keep going. Okay? Peace.